From a previous video, we saw how to add a DM NAX 8ZSA to a system. Now, I've gone ahead and added it and poked around on it, and I have an immediate question, Tom.
Sure, let's hear it.
I need clarification on how to do busing properly, because it looks like to me there are two areas I could control. The first one I found was under routing. Could I just make the routes bus the outputs together? Or I found under zones an analog input called output bus, which, according to the help file, takes a value from 0 to 4. Which one's correct?
You could do it either way, and it's really going to come down to how you as the programmer want to manage that logic. If you prefer to make your own buses based off of your logic by forwarding the same routing information to multiple zones, and then just buffering which zones receive what sources, you could just use the routing symbol for that. For example, if I want to route to the kitchen and dining room as the same bus, I could just open an analog buffer that forwards my kitchen routing values to those dining room routing joins. If you would prefer to have the NAX manage the busing logic instead, you can just dynamically update which bus a zone is a part of by using the join you mentioned, the output bus join, which you can set from a value from 1D through 4D and then have the zone join the same numbered bus. If you want to take that zone back out of the bus, you just set that back to 0.
Options, I like it. All right, as far as bridging now, I think I was able to figure this one out. What I found was a zone and an analog input called zone configuration. The help file told me in documentation that it's an analog value that I just want to output the zone to. Is that right?
So for this is just going to be a set and forget configuration. And this is a join that's here if you do want to configure your output configuration on the fly. There's going to be analog values that correspond to the different zone configurations that we saw in the web UI. If you want to update the zone configuration for a given output through programming, just make sure that the zone is independent feedback is showing true.
What causes that to be true or false?
So that's a join to indicate whether the zone that you're programming here is already being consumed by another zone's configuration. We mentioned this in a previous video, but say I have zone 2 set as a bridged 2.1 configuration. This is going to consume the speaker outputs not only for zone 2, but zone 3 and zone 4 as well, which means that zones 3 and 4 are of course not independent, they're dependent on another zone already.
Okay, thank you. That has really cleared it up, Tom. I would like to thank Tom for joining us again, and please stay tuned for more videos from CTI.